nobody watching yet, but we are live. But who knows? This will probably upload. So we're practicing our live stuff. I'm BC. This is Spirit Cars. I'm actually up at Trinity behind my old desk that used to be at the other building, but this might be a good desk to talk to people from. We may have to figure out the different formats. What could I say from behind this desk? What would you think? We got the apprentice behind the camera. We're going to switch roles here in a second. If you see me sitting behind this desk, what would you think I should be saying?
I don't know. To be honest, you kind of look like a used car salesman.
Perfect. I got to get my cowboy hat then. I'll get my cowboy hat. Okay, I'm in the used car salesman mode. Perfect. What do you want? Here, give me this. We're going to sell some cars. Watch this. First, we're going to sell a truck. I don't know how much it costs, but this here truck's for sale. Now we're at Trinity. I'm the used car sales guy. So this is a pretty cool Gertrude. You could name it what you want. I don't know any idea what it costs, but it is for sale. You have to talk to Bob, Bondo Bob at Trinity. And here's one. This is pretty cool too. For sale. Hey, I am a used car salesman. Do you know that? This is old Fast Eddie's. No. So this is a car we got. It's on consignment. A couple of them, man. Old truck. This is pretty cool. What is this? What is this thing? Is that a Chrysler? What is that? Y'all are gonna bust. No, there's a Chrysler. What is this? I should know. And we're live. I'm gonna look stupid on live. What kind of car salesman don't even know what he's selling? Some pretty cool cars here. I think everything we're looking at so far is for sale. Here's a, hey, when's the last VW seen with a straight axle in the front? Pretty nice.
Oh yeah, that is.
Do people comment on here? Where do you find the comments?
They'll come up on the bottom. They'll just start boop, 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 boop.
Oh, well, we don't have, oh, we have Ed Kelly. Very nice. So we are people watching. So this is the apprentice.
How you doing?
Welcome, Ed. We're just we're working on what are we going to do for live, and the apprentice called me and said I looked like a car salesman behind the behind my desk. So I figured, well, I might as well be a car salesman. And these are some nice BMW bikes for sale too. So we're lots of cars for sale. But let's go do what we were doing because we're working. It's Saturday. No, you can't play with the bikes. Come on. So we're at Trinity right now. This is Trinity Street Rods. And this used to be an old grocery store, but then I'd actually kind of start selling some of my junk. You know, you get old, and what do you need all your junk for? And then we wound up during the flu and cold season. This came up for sale. It sat empty as a grocery store for 14 years. So we wound up buying it at auction and repurposed it into like a hot rod shop and car museum. Kind of built, yeah, these are like cubicles for salesmen. So I did look like a car salesman. This was my old desk at the other building. So I'll kind of go into the bathroom, down the hall, some old car bills from way back in the day. I don't think there's anything in there that ain't 15 years old or more. We need to get new pictures. So this, as you're coming in, I'm pretty excited about this. Well, let's go over here. This will probably upload. And Ed, you're still with us. I'd like to see that. I wonder how many people are on here. Oh, there's 8 people. So that's pretty good. I'm going to start doing these lives, and we'll schedule them, and we'll actually try to make sense with it. So I got this old hot dog, it's pull behind hot dog cart, and I got that in an auction, and I got the Coke machine and a soda fountain at, I don't know where I got that, at some kind of garage sale, not a garage sale, but old, I don't know what it was. I bought a pile of stuff that was all automotive. So I set this up, not that I want a restaurant. We had one once. That's a lot of work. You ever had a restaurant? Oh. Holy cow, we don't want to do that. But it's kind of neat. If we have an event here at Spirit, now we can do a popcorn machine, got the stuff. We can do hot dogs and what have you. So we are going to do, next year, we're going to do a Spirit Friends and Family Reunion in September. Don't have the exact date, but we will... we'll be announcing that, just like we used to do the Tbuckettv Bash way back in the day. So, hey, I forgot to show you what I was going to show you. Hey, I'm just wandering around. We're practicing. The apprentice would give me a look like you don't know what you're doing. So we're gonna put some glass in here at some point. There's no glass right now. So if we did have a restaurant, not that I ever want one, and we turn this around going the other direction and have a gas station front with, you know, so it looks like an old standard gas station in the front. If we ever do that, you know, and then have this as the eating area, they can come in here and watch you work. So this is gonna be our build area. We've got just some cars in here right now, but in the back over here, we're actually setting it up to work in here again. In the back of this building, a lot of space. We can do some body work back there too, dirty work. So now let's go in here and look at it. The apprentice, he's mopping floors today. This guy's on it. He wants to be cool. Don't want to work in no nasty area. You want to be too cool.
Yeah.
Then you've got a YouTube channel called The Apprentice.
Called The Apprentice.
Check it out. So he's going to do it from the backside. So here's kind of our build area. Got some old race deck flooring. Putting together my last truck that I will ever need. I'm kind of excited. I've got the rockers put on and got all the sheet metal done. I'm going to leave the outside the way it is and put me a nice motor. And I'm already good with the motor, but I need some air conditioning and stuff like that, and I'll be good to go.
Plus.
So this will be our little machine shop area. We need to clean it up. We're working on it, but this will be, I hate to show things off when they're all nasty and dirty, but it's a work in progress. This is a car that we may go to Louisville this year. Have not been there for ever. Have you ever been to Louisville? NSRA?
No.
You even heard of NSRA?
National Street Rod Association?
Oh, that was pressure. So what's that all about? Is Louisville a big deal?
I would imagine it would be, yes.
Back in the day, there would be 12 to 14,000 participant cars. And that's when it was pre-1948. Now they've changed the rules. You can have newer cars. And
Okay.
so I called them. We're building a car with the students from the school. We're going to build a 27. So we may go there, give them their space. We'll get our space, let them put their car. But I don't know if there's been anything really innovative in our world, the street rod world, in the last, I don't know how many years.
Well, now, I would say within the last 5 to 10 years.
Don't even say electric, anything
No.
electric. Okay, good.
I've seen off-road hot rods, long travel suspension.
Get out of
big
here. Let's
tires.
show them what's innovative. That guy, he off-road hot rods in SRA, and he's a off-road hot rod. They don't let trikes in there either.
No.
They didn't. They kicked Ed Roth out one time for having a trike. That was a long time ago. But so we took a Model A and we widened it 6 inches, and it's got a cool stance. So this is kind of a plug. Haven't built a mold for it, so it's got the rib roof in it, and I added exactly whatever the width of this is, 6 inches. It's got a cool stance. It's not too wide.
You don't see them with fenders that often. Most.
Well, okay, so and the way I did the fenders, remember the old models? Did you build models at least? Okay.
They were always one
all right.
piece and then-
This guy's a kid. He's like, you're not even, the diapers are off at least, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Knows his stuff. He's teaching me a few things. So, you know how the whole, all the fenders and the floor was one piece, and you took the body and you just set it on it?
Yeah.
That's what I did with this one. So this whole fender package, now I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Mm-hmm. That's irrelevant, but we had a deal where we were gonna sell 50 of these cars turnkey to some outfit in New York. And had the deal put together. They were gonna use it as a touring car, show people around the city and have some old guy dressed like an old. Well, we had the deal together, and then all of a sudden they sent me the contract. And the prices were all good, but the way they had the contract where if I would have missed it by a day, they'd have probably owned up our company. So we're back and forth a little. You can kind of see. So, no, you can't. Anyway, this will just drop into there. The bottom line was, I wound up telling the woman that was kind of the head of the company that was putting this together, and they were a legitimate company. It was a legitimate deal. I told her, why don't you just take your New York lawyers and have them build your car, because I ain't touching it. But I moved this ahead as a plug because it is such a cool car. Look at the Model A is so skinny.
Yeah, and this thing's wide.
So should I get to the point of this whole story?
Sure.
How this ties in with NSRA? NSRA has a product of the year area in Louisville. What do you think? What do you think? We turn this into a plug, build a mold?
It's one of a kind, that's for sure.
Well, that's not, it's the first one of many.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we don't want one. I've built one of a kinds. It takes a one of a kind person to want a one of a kind thing. So, electric hot rods, Ed Kelly. Well, we won't. You're still there. I've already done. We won't even go there. That may be a video for the future, though. Okay, so what do we got here? No, this is a project I have had. I've never had a project this long. I've been working on this forever. We were going to go ahead and kind of prototype it. And it's a 32 rails, super pinched. And I've got a 27 set up to go on this. And I was going to put a Duval windshield on it. I'm going to put a Duval windshield on it. And a real pinched 34 style nose coming in. So it's been sitting a while. Got a vet rear end. Got to clean up a lot of stuff on that. It's just an old front end. I'm going to build me a rat rod at some point. So the apprentice, he could probably tell you a little bit more about James Dean now than he could when I first asked him.
Yeah, I know a little bit about James Dean now.
This was this morning's conversation. Do you remember my favorite quote from him?
The quote went over the head, but the car stayed in my
Oh, well, this applies to me. Dream as if you're going to live forever. Live as if you're going to die today.
There you go.
So this is a long-term project for me. That's a long time. I told my kids already, it's like, I'm just going to keep doing what I want to do. You can sort it out when I'm not here. If you don't like it, throw it away. If you think it's worth finishing, go ahead and do that too. We wound up, I don't know. Speaking of that, I believe the reason we have this, we were building a car and I don't know, financial issues or somebody died in the family or whatever, we bought it back. So this is something available. Josh may have sold it. I'm not sure. I think he had somebody on it. But here it is. It's available right now to get. This is I cannot remember the name. Is there a name somewhere? This is I normally do a first name, but this is a 32. This potentially could be a Milner car. We're building a Milner car right now. But anyway, we're going to be assembling this. We painted all the parts, so we brought them up here at the assembly area. This was a project car that we had. Kind of another long story. That we wound up, customer wanted to be on layaway, and he just wanted to have it, and then he couldn't afford it, and did back and forth. So we, bottom line, we just gave him his money back. Except Josh sold it this week. So this is good. We're going to put a front end under it and assemble it, and it'll be gone. We do UTI, Universal Technical Institute. Right now we got all of their campuses have Tbuckettv on it. They call it a hot rod program. And so on the hot rod program, the way it works is the students build a motor. They put the motor in a Tbucket hot rod. They put the car on the dyno. They dyno the motor. That's like your score for the class or whatever. And we make sure they're safe, and they're basically tools. So we've got 12 of these coming together, so we're gonna have to assemble a bunch of these. That's the bodies that you were working on last week.
Yep, got it.
So we've got 6 of the bodies done and 6 more that are about ready to body work be done. We're gonna start painting on the bodies and do that. This is actually an original frame here. Somebody from, I can't remember her first name on this one either, sent it to us from California. We did a lot of work cleaning this up, making it the way it is. And it's been here a while, obviously. See some dust. I moved it from the other shop. So I think we're putting a 5-window 32 on this one. And that'll be a project coming up. But this is our hot spot here. So if you look at it, we're setting it up as that's what you're doing. So you could have showed him what you were doing. He was scrubbing the floor here.
Oh, yeah.
So he's doing the floor. We got some degreaser. We're cleaning up. We've had this floor for a while, so we're going to get it all clean. So you're kind of looking at everything. Am I getting you dizzy by all this spinning? Hopefully not. But so as I come back around, we're going to set this up as a studio. And when you look at it, we'll have cool cars in here. And we'll actually do it like a production. And you'll see kind of this angle, and you won't notice that, oh, over here or over here, that it's not that. So we'll just keep this looking like that. And it'll be pretty cool, I think. Clean it up. I'm not going to mention their name unless they give me a toolbox that fits exactly right there, but I'll work on that because it's one of the best. Man, it's some good value. Actually, Harbor Freight, they've got the Icon series. This is my old toolbox. My grandson, he's 9 years old, totally into tools. So I told him, you can have my toolbox when I don't need it no more. Now he's like hardly even lets me use my tools. He's afraid I'm going to get them dirty or lose them or something.
You probably will.
Yeah, I know. So even though it's my box, he's like barely lets me use it. So that's Hudson's box. So I just get to use it as long as I need to use it.
Polish it up.
Yeah, I got him polishing it up. Yeah, he's polishing and doing and cleaning. So we're sorting tools and getting my toolbox set up. I was retired there for almost 3 years.
3 years.
That didn't last long. That was a quick 3 years. So amazingly, it looks like we still have people watching. So that was our first live. What we're going to do is this area, we're going to set up multiple cameras. I think we can do a couple cameras at once on live. It says you can here.
There's enough
So
space.
we may do a close-up camera. We may do a wide view camera. We'll get this set up. This is a 23 coming together. It's this Jim's car. It'll be a blower motor.
Oh yeah, 871.
Yep. So we'll set this up here and we'll schedule times. You still need to work over in the body shop, but this will be like a side gig, not a side gig for you, but maybe in the evenings.
Yeah.
When you think you'll be working. We'll need to schedule a set time so people can anxiously await.
Yeah.
They can go, oh, it's 6 o'clock. The Apprentice is going to be on.
Time to watch them build a car.
Yeah, and watch us build a car. So we'll do the details. We'll do some video also where we can edit it of that. But I'd like to do we can do 2 or 3 just so it doesn't become a burden and a pain in the butt to do. But if we do 2 or 3 lives a week,
Definitely.
that'll be simple enough. You just turn the camera on, let it go. I'll get. Now we've been doing videos since analog days. So I'm going to have to sort through my stuff. Some of this new digital stuff doesn't work with the old analog, and technology is pretty good. And we haven't dropped signal yet in this building.
That's very good.
That's massive. So I can wander around.
Yeah,
And
you've been everywhere in this building so far. So.
Okay. Ed Kelly's still here. I'm looking forward to the day he can start his build. Cool. All right. Well, I guess that was a practice live. I don't think I'm going to go back and watch it. I watched it in the little viewfinder here in my phone. But let us know what we can do to improve it. Let us know what you want to see. Just kind of, we want to make this about you, not about us. I mean, we're already here doing the cars, but we want to get you involved and let see what our friends and family are wanting to do and what they're doing. I wonder if there's a way we can hook up and do like interviews, long distance interviews. Is that possible? I bet we. I'm watching these shows. They have split screen interviews and they're live programs.
That would.
I mean, it would be cool if we could be doing a live interview with somebody else in their garage at home building their car and.
Oh yeah, totally.
Totally. Oh, especially if we're building the same type of car at the same time, doing the same. We're doing the front. Maybe we can come up with some new ideas, new ways to do it. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, I like that idea. Don't let me forget it. So, all right. Well, that's it for our foray into live. Is that live stream? Would be that how you say that?
Yep. Going live.
Going live. We are live, and it's not 11:05. But we may do the live at 11:05 too, also on the Spirit Car site.
No, it's.
We're past 11:05. All right. Well, very good. That is it for today. Let me figure out how to turn this thing off.